We don't know what will happen tomorrow, but I hope a good surprise. I could flip all the time that I borrowed and make another life. You can break my stride. There's a palace
Alrighty, Edgewood friends, family, staff, and students. We are back with the returning spring season for Valorant. It's now the spring of 2026 season, so this would be Edgewood's first match of the season. We are going up against today Northwestern Oklahoma State University. It's like a paragraph, but the name of college. Anywho, we have Edgewood starting on offense, I believe. Yep, on offense, which, will I get this right first time? Yes, perfect. I'm so good at this. And today for Edgewood, we have Logan, Ethan, Thomas, Evie, and Will. It took me a while to say that, it's because it did. Alright, starting on bind here, we got all of Edgewood's moving towards B site. Replays from Northwest is going to be tucking into the corner by TP, probably going to TP on contact. TP's not from the actual teleporter, but TP's from utility. All the way back into all section, or elbow at least. We have all of Northwest already moved over to B site. I wonder if Edgewood's going to take note of that, so they're just going to try to flush it out. Thomas is already out on site, so it looks like we're just going to start executing. Alright, Thomas gets killed in the process. Now we are down to a 3v5, make that a 2v5 for Edgewood, and we're starting to move the bomb backwards towards A site. We did get a new weapon since the last update, as we can see from Ethan holding it here. It's the Bandit. It's an upgraded version of the Ghost and a downgraded version of the... Perfect. Of the Sheriff. Costs about 150 less, I believe. I think Logan's gonna get shot in the back here. Yep. Yep. And he takes the time to look. So that would get him killed. Now it's down to a 1v4. Keep in mind that we are not looking at heaven here, and Gardevoir gets the last kill on Logan. I am most likely gonna get very confused with Logan and Ethan, as I just did right now, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, say. Cluner's Ethan. No, Cluner's. No, I was right there. Okay. Back and forth switch. Cool. So, as an introduction for the other team, we got Glade, Walta, Gardevoir, Cigarette, and Replays. At least it's short names this time. I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. But for Edgewood's comp, we have, as we can see here, we have the Raze, Clove, Yoru, Cypher, and Sky. Sky for flashes, Yoru for flashes. This is a little unusual because we see Edgewood running a double duelist comp. It's usually used on bind, where we usually see the double duelist, at least a Yoru from Thomas, but not quite often. We usually run double initiator or double smokes. Start with the preemptive smoke here. Ethan actually gets taken out all the way by Bath. We're gonna have 3 set up towards B here. Nade goes out from Raze. Chamber trip goes off. Evie's already trying to move through 2. We don't get a kill here. Well, we'll get the help from Ethan or Logan. Dang it, I did it again. Anyways, three Northwesterns will move into the next round with guns saved up. Most likely they'll have enough just to keep... Oh, that is a second round up. We're gonna have some fun times here.
A gift.
So if you want my prediction for the match, most likely Replays is gonna get some nice shots, or... I mean, it doesn't have to be nice, it's just an operator. Get some shots off with the operator on Edgewood. It's gonna demotivate the entire team, and we're probably gonna lose the match. As long as, you know, Edgewood doesn't get rid of the operator as soon as possible. They cannot let this operator deal too much damage and take too much rounds. Execute already moving in. Ethan gets taken down by the op. Repeat with that. Will almost get shot with the op too. Logan and Thomas are trying to move through Bath. Fake TP goes down from Thomas just to get rid of that and replace. I don't think Edgewood's trying to re-hit here because they have the operator still set up here. Thompson's actually setting up a flash here. Tags the operator. Tags Cigarette 2 to be one shot. Didn't take too much damage himself, but you know, it doesn't matter when you're going against an operator. Thomas can low-key shoot through that wall and get the kill on Sig. You also have to be aware of tucking close. And Walter from the side gets the kill.
30 seconds.
Short needs to start pushing out here. Will. And okay. Cigarette goes down. The operator did go down. I don't really know. I didn't see who got the kill. I think that was Will that got the kill. But down to a 1v3 from Gardevoir here. And the shotgun doesn't do much. That'll be Edgewood's first round.
This party's just begun.
It's a good thing that they won that because that is an operator that has been taken from them. And now they cannot fully buy a teammate. Maybe they can? I'm not sure if Walter can buy replays. No, it looks like Replays is rocking the Sheriff. Yeah, they're gonna rock Util Sheriff. Okay. They actually have smaller rotates. We get a Skydog coming in here from Dog doesn't see anything, gets shot from middle of sight, so they know Galade's there. Blind goes out, Galade's slow, does hits. Walter is looking at the Yoru clone, gets 2. Gets 3.
One enemy remaining.
Maybe they don't even need the op to demotivate. Had to clean that corner way longer ago. Logan will get 1, but will go down in the end. Yeah, Edgewood should not have died to Walter there. Not saying Walter's bad, but the fact of Walter was watching the York clone and couldn't see until they were at least like a second out, and we didn't fully clear that corner was, you know, not the best play from us. If we could have cleared the corner while Walter was looking at the York clone, thinking for a fake. Edgewood's going for a more of a B hit here. Flash from Gardevoir. The Sky Flash goes through TP. Blade actually just TP's right through.
My turn.
We're gonna have Logan with the ults. Replays doesn't get a 1-tap, so TP's out.
Can't use that.
They just keep on backing up. Logan saw one but didn't look at them. Thomas is fighting for their life. I'm trying to look at Thomas right now.
Time to jump.
Let's put a TP down by Fountain. I don't think they're going to be using that TP to go back. Because we have Bike Plan ready. Also, just dashes through. Ugh, I feel like yawning.
Here.
We're going fully through short. 2 Edgewood members going to be tucking in lamps. It's going to be a 5v3 with pistols on Edgewood. I don't think it's going to be a great option. Thomas is providing a little bit of bait here. Okay, I'll say Will's got the other side of low Ethan. Almost messed it up. Down to just 1. Ethan gets the kill. Ethan has ults. Ethan has a lot of stall. Just needs to shoot the diffuser. Doesn't out of bullets. Oh, they could have had that as long as he killed the diffuser, but he opted to shoot the person furthest swung out. Four to 1 with Northwestern in the lead. Ah, I'm mad about that. 4 even. That sucks. That sucks. And here we got another B site push. I don't think. Yep. There's no operator in the play right now. I'm assuming once somebody dies on Northwestern, they're just gonna opt to buy the op.
Who's next?
And we got a yard ult from Thomas. Clearing up long.
Here.
Sees the sky, sees the trip. Goes for. Ooh. Ooh.
Sky kill.
Clone provides some dissuasion. But Replays was tucked in the corner. Didn't fully check around. tries to TP out, doesn't get anything. Gallade will go for a waylay ult, dashing out here. Get a shotgun kill. I don't think they see Eevee on site. Eevee was back site.
One enemy remaining.
Oof.
Last player standing.
Nobody called out the waylay TP back. Will has all the information he needs here to win. Knows exactly where it is. Gallade is running around about. Does not know where Ethan is. Will, sorry. Just realized that I'm watching Will now. Ethan's everybody. Ethan's gonna be everybody's match. Gallade sees Will's weapon. And he still gets the shots! Nice! Well played, well played. Will hold the round, get Edgewood to another round for a 4-2. Still missing the lead by 2, but you know, better start winning a little.
Now, where to set up shop?
Placing a flank tripwire.
I've got your trail.
Good, it's good. Reason why he's crouching is just to get above. He can't crouch through. Gallade used TP to hold. Did get shot by Walter, who was down in the lamps. We have all 4 Edgewood members over here with 3. Oh no, we have 4 Northwestern members over here too. Calling for Gardevoir to stay over on B site. We can get shot down. Gallade gets another. I just start rotating all the way over to B site, but I feel like this is most likely going to be expected. Edgewood has done this multiple times. And replays will actually teleport through with Chamber Ult. They're both aware of this. This is a really risky move here. They're kind of waiting on contact for Gardevoir, so that replays will peak here. Down to 1 op shot. Does not have a primary, so get the kill here. Won't get anything else. Cigarette will get 2 kills from sight because Will thought he was tucked, but was indeed not. That'll be a flawless from Northwestern. Woo! Hot. Okay, we got a save from Edgewood here. So the good thing about here is that a little advice from the bandit. So the new weapon is cheaper. It's a little bit better than the ghost, a little bit worse than the sheriff. It can kill somebody with a 1-tap headshot that has light shields only. Ooh. Gonna get peeked here, but Gallade will get the kill. Here, we'll use null point corner, find all 3. This will call over another rotate. Walter and Sig will get a kill. Walter will spray through the smoke and get another kill. Now it's down just to 1v5.
Cutting through.
Most likely they'll just tell Thomas to play for picks. Doesn't need to go for plants or anything. Gallade will go down. Thomas is just trying to tuck it to the corner here. Play on the corner so that if they walk through, they can't instantly see him. But Cigarette will just keep the spam on the corner. Let me take the sweater off. Hot! It's hot! Intense gameplay! Alright. We are 62. Obviously Northwestern is still winning. We should be on our buy round here for Edgewood. Got that. And we do have an operator in play now that replays has died.
Time to jump.
That or they just swapped it out. I can't really remember. Ooh. There's actually a wasted op shot there, but it's not like he has 14 more. Will will go for a Lurkin Bath again, but will fall to Gallade. Gardevoir is going to be solo sight. Replays will peek with the op. Replays will be flashed by their teammate. Northwestern now has 3 over here. Replays overflicks a little bit too much. Misses the shot on Logan twice.
Teleport's ready.
That's not how it works. So essentially, for those who do not know, Logan tried to throw the gun through the TP to make the TP noise. Unfortunately, this is not 2021 where it makes the same noise. Or people still fall for that, I should say. It never made the same noise. We have 3 Edgewood members still here, but they're not falling for any rotates.
30 seconds left.
He will get shot.
Enemy remaining. Spike down.
Ethan, Logan will get shot. Dang it, I messed up again. Gotta make like a Ethan counter. Op will go down. Thomas will get 2. Hold on, this is winnable.
I'll handle this.
Gonna go for
10
the
seconds left.
TP play. Walter's gonna start pre-moving over. Gonna place it in the open. We're not holding it. Why would we lift up and move? Oh. 3K from Thomas. Almost won that. We're getting a timeout from Edgewood. Yikes, dude. Why? Thomas theoretically should not have gotten off of that. There was very little time. I could see why he would go back on it after, because there was less than like 8 seconds left on the clock. If he did not stick there, if Walter didn't push, then he would have just automatically lost the round. He was kind of going off for play there. But then he realized that there was so little time left that he really did need to stick it and just gain himself more time, put pressure on Walter instead. Unfortunately, he thought of this too late, and then Walter actually did push, like he predicted, and then kill him. Oh, it seems like Edgewood's not going for any fakes. They are rotating really fast. I'm assuming that's what their coach is telling them, because it's pretty obvious that they're rotating pretty fast. With being able to see Chamber Sky on B site, and then seeing KO constantly over there within like 10 seconds. Cigarette's just playing for fast rotates, essentially. But, I mean, Will keeps getting picked off if he's lurking over by Bath, by Glade. Because Glade's just doing some work here, 13-5. Won't blame him. Did not pick up the op in the last round because it's too far away on B site, but, I mean, let's stop them from buying another if they don't just keep buying any more kills. Oh, Glade's actually going for a fast push. Just checked A. They hear the orb being grabbed in Bath. Glade's usually the one holding Bath. Glade will get 1, Glade will get 2. Smoke will be placed deep. They will be tagged. Didn't want to be pusher there. They know 2 are there. They know all 3 are there. All 3 Edgewood members got tagged, I'm pretty sure. Yep. So they know where everybody else is. Replays is still over on B-site walking. I do not know why. I don't think they told him. They have Edgewood trapped here.
1 enemy remaining.
Glade will get 4. I'm assuming they're going to want Glade to get the ace. Northwest is just having the time of their life right now, so yeah, they're just baiting for Glade there.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Say 8-2. You know it's getting bad when they're just letting their teammate get the ace and not playing for the comp. Edgewood's got to do something about this. They have to win multiple rounds in a row to stop this. At least take weapons away. They need to take weapons at least. Get kills. I guess it doesn't matter to win rounds as of right now, but I mean, they have 2 rounds left and a half. So no matter what, either they lose these 2 or they win these 2. I guarantee it. There's no 1 win, 1 lose. Edgewood's saying that Glade's getting too many kills and 2 are too strong, so we're going to be pushing B-site instead. Evie will be going on site. Actually, we'll get the assist from the teammate. Garvor's going to be low. Nice. Evie and
I know exactly.
Logan will get a kill. Notice how I'm thinking about what Logan's name is. You know. Oh. They really technically do need to finish Cigarette if they wanted to use Ray's ults, but it looks like they don't care. So Ray's ult will be wasted. Glade still does have Waylay ults, which they will not use.
Flawless.
But there is one more round left, which there will be no Ray's ult for that round then.
Last round in the half.
Spend those creds before we lose them.
Alright. Edgewood 1-1. Oh, let me guess. I'm gonna see an operator if I press tab. How do I know? Okay, so replays has the op. They're sitting over on A site. They are on the better side of the map here, but they need to move with that Sky ult. All three lettuces are gonna find somebody and they're gonna call for rotates over from A. They need to move as quickly as possible. That Yoru TP with the clone actually did distract him for a quick second. Thomas is... Or no, Ethan's already out. Cigarette will go down. Oh, but... Logan's gonna have to get a kill here. Logan does get one and backed out. Does has overheal. It's looking like a win-2 scenario. Nice. Logan will get 2. Ethan will be right behind Logan for the heal. Walter will get 2. Edgewood needs to play this a little bit more safe. They're going to go for the overheal because they're at 36 health. They have 1 smoke, but they'll be playing a pinch setup, so won't get much out of that. 8-4 is a win-2 situation.
Switching sides.
Edgewood is now going to be defending. I mean, I don't know what else to say about that. They're going to be defending. Oh wait, you're right.
Cutting through.
Okay.
You all have guns.
Okay. So we're gonna be going over to B site here. We have Will with the Cypher setup. I want to see these trips so bad, but the round already started. Thomas with the one-way flash. Ooh, Thomas gets one, gets out, but leaves Will all the way on site by himself. Not even on site. They're playing retake. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, chips are gonna go down. With Will having to go against Cigarette here as KO, Will needs to be hiding in different spots almost every single time. Oh, that's gonna be bad. We're actually going for a huge TP flank. Or will be the last one in 1v4. Spike's gonna start getting diffused. They're not gonna help. Okay. They're not gonna help. Ethan with that. Logan, dang it! Gotta remember. I'll put an Ethan counter up there though. Be funny. Whew. Okay. So Edgewood did win the pistol round. They are buying up for this one. Outlaw is favorable because it does work well into the round after this. It's just a 2-tap if you want to do a quick double tap. Push here. Thomas hits 1, backs up. Notice how it only took 1 body shot with the Outlaw. It's basically like an operator for second round. Ooh. Gets tapped in the head by Glade, but gets the kill in the end. Replay's gonna be peeking here. Oof. Thomas with 3. Cigarette down. Cigarette's down. Leaving it up to Gardevoir, I believe. Doesn't matter who you pick, it's gonna be just 1 shot left. Oof. We're gonna try to peek in there with the Judge, but wasn't able to get a free spam off. Pre-fired the corner, but nothing from there. Backs up fully all the way into market. Okay. God of War just gonna be playing for kills, it seems like.
30 seconds left.
We threw our pistol through the TP again. Okay, we're just gonna go rushing through again now. Ooh, we'll get the tag off. Nice. Alrighty, we're 8-6. This is where it gets a little bit worrying, though. We have the first buy round of the half for Northwestern, and Edgewood is still on like somewhat of an eco.
That goes there.
I think that was a flawless touchdown if I remember correctly.
This goes here.
Those got some nice tripwires. The normal default cam just to get that there. This one will cover all of the push out from Octagon or Garden. And replays will get a kill down in Bath. We have a Skydog Guard of War. Noticing the trip. Trip will get triggered, but will instantly recloak due to Cypher's buffs.
Cage triggered.
From like, I don't know, a couple months ago. The dart will go off again. We'll need to adapt to that quickly. Otherwise, all of Cypher's utility is just going to get shot down every round. Glade actually gets hit by the tripwire. Now Edgewood is in the know that it's in the corner. Dash out on the site. Glade is just out on site. And does not look at Will, but now Edgewood's going to have some problems on A site now because it's just Ethan. And he gets tagged heavily. He's going to wait for regen shield, hopefully.
Spike
Nice,
planted.
gets some extra 25 health. Doesn't hurt to be safe. Flash goes off. Moves into Beth just to apply some extra pressure. Logan does go down. Fortunately, does not work with the team. Walta gets another. Walta's probably getting another. Ooh, Walta goes down.
Last player standing.
Sarah gets the kill on Ethan. It's just down to Will, who also dies to Guard of War. That was a huge single file line scenario there. Walter was able to get 2 1v1s, so not exactly the best case scenario. 9-6 though. Not too bad, not too bad. Now we're going to a full buy round from everybody. Wait, I do have your roll up already. Looks like Northwestern's gonna be going for a little bit of a default here. Thomas will get a kill on Walter. We'll teleport out. Same with Ethan. Ethan will get a kill on Glade. That's a kill on both sites.
Cutting through.
Like was seen more towards B. Spike should be heard dropped on B, but Thomas is not calling that out. Knife will be shot down by Thomas, thankfully, so that Will's tripwires doesn't get immediately deactivated once again. Blaze is grabbing orb. Does die for that though. Thomas gets 3. Misses the flash. Just fair, just fair. Guard of War shoots the dog. 2 in TP. Flash goes out. Looks away. Gonna go for the flash of their own. Blind off. Doesn't want to peek it though. Backing up all the way into spawn.
30 seconds left.
So God of War is just gonna save the weapon. Going for holding it. Edgewood's just gonna be holding their corners. They're not gonna go hunting out. They just also want to save their opens too, which is completely fair. Edgewood's starting to ping for market. I'm assuming they're thinking that Gardevoir's tucking into there just for a weapon save. Alrighty, we are 9-7 now. Pop back up. There is a hero rifle since Gardevoir saved for Northwestern, giving it to Gallade since they have the highest kill count. So it's a true hero rifle. They're going to give that to the duelist. Hopefully Gallade's going to do some work with it. Technically, Gallade should be in front lines, not beating the team, but I guess since everybody else has pistols and stuff, that's how they want to play it. They're going again into... Oh, I want to see how this goes. Will be in the no point area again. I don't think so, because Will is completely back in CT spawn. Yep. Won't catch him this time, so teammates have definitely let him know. Eevee will die in short. Will, it cannot even punish. Logan goes down in short. Gallade just gets a lucky headshot.
Spike planted.
And now, with one rifle, we are in a 4v2. Thomas goes for ultimate. They still are lacking some rifles here.
Player standing.
Just Thomas alone.
I'm back.
Gets 2. Here's Glade. Assuming last one's in garden. We saw that, but did not look for Glade outside. And so, with one rifle for Northwestern, and I believe a Bulldog, they have taken that round. We've seen better days. Thomas is going to go for the operator. This is going to actually... I really hope Thomas doesn't put this down, because this is not going to go into the spot where he thinks he is. I'm assuming he wanted it to go all the way down here for a fast B rotate, but it's just stuck there. So
Let's play.
Have an ultimate over on Northwestern side because Chamber has just pocket up. Flash goes down. We move back. Gets the kill on Sig. Gets the kill on Walta.
Spike down A.
This is the shot. Gets the kill. Nice, nice, nice. Does not hear the Walta ult. Does have full utility. Peeks into the op. Slow peeks in too. Now shown to Will, Eevee, and Ethan. They do have bomb in short. They threw out the flash. They should know that he's close. Nice. Ethan gets 1. Ethan's gonna get 2. Oh, Ethan did not get 2. They still have spike. They still have spike. Both teams have clove smokes as well, so something's gonna happen here with clove smokes. I have a feeling.
30 seconds left.
Gonna go for the lettuce ult.
Found one. I'm out of stuff.
We're still taking a little bit slow. They need to push out here. They know I have 10 seconds. I believe the team is telling them to play time. Ooh, and Eevee with the tuck. We are 10-8. Doing well on defense. Will has now moved over to A site. That's a good thing. Does Will know any Cypher setups though?
Yes.
Not really, just the basics. That tripwire won't catch up anybody who's going on top of the box, so they do need to push down here. And one for a somewhat common train plant. Thomas and Ethan are both fighting for main here. They got 3. But they have no clue where Spike is because Replays has it. Ooh, the fake steps away back into spawn.
Last player standing.
Well, got the kill. The one tap of what I heard found Walta.
They found my trap.
Logan goes for the 1v1 peek. Does heavy damage. Doesn't get a kill though. Now this is a really uncommon spot. Because in everybody's mind, who in the world is pushing here? But since due to the low health, Thomas will actually get the kill.
I'll pick them apart.
10-9. These two teams are making this map look defense-sided.
I need a drop. Thanks. Gun here.
It looks like we're gonna be calling a timeout over on Northwestern. So, as what I usually do during timeouts, I try to see and pick and prod on what teams are doing, what can they improve on. And from what I'm getting at, I think Northwestern is taking a little bit too slow. They're losing their one-on-ones. Thomas has got an op. Thomas is hitting his shots. Which, I mean, they're not... Edgewood's starting to fight together, which is great. Sometimes, you know, only going for the, 1v1 peeking, which, I mean, sometimes that'll happen. You're just gonna go peek for ego. But I think we need more utility on Northwestern's side to push them off the angles. I don't know, from what I saw during that B main push where Ethan and Thomas got 3, I did not see like a single drop in the ocean of utility that they had. Gonna be going for a upfront A main push with the op, but gonna be picking the wrong site. Will's gonna be heading back site. It's gonna be a Will Evie combo. Evie will be flashed on site. Before players posted up on long. Null point will go on that usual wall, and Will get his utility disabled as usual. Thomas has moved over to B site, which has been pretty quick. Doesn't see anything hooked up, but he is a little worried. Does see Galate close? Deep, he's out. Nice, good work, good work. Evie's fighting on site. Will's fighting an elbow. The pinch is happening. They heard a lot of people rotate over to B site, which now Oklahoma's all the way over on A site. They do know that Logan's flanking due to chamber tripwire. Your clone will go out. I believe it's not going to catch anybody off guard. It's down to a 3v4. Evie will almost get her head shredded off, but will instead bait the shot out first. Walter will get a kill and will take back the lamps push. Evie will get another. Opting for 3. Walter's going to be in lamps. And Will with the last. Nice. So it was planted too tucked, so Walter was not in a winning scenario. So I could not figure out between if I wanted to use scenario or situation there. So that's why that stutter was so bad. But in the end, Edgewood has tied it up, which is wonderful. 10-10, I think Northwestern are going to be broke this round, so I'm going to use my mind reading powers and check.
Time to jump.
It's like a semi-buy. They're forcing, yeah. Thomas is going to be pushing B site, but will not get anything. Ooh, got a nice jump peek here. Does see chamber. Looks like it's going to be causing Will to be on a hot rotate. Ethan does miss the shots. Utility goes out for that. I think Thomas is trying to make it over as soon as possible. Evie does see the gun, but I don't think they recognize the gun. Gets one, gets the tag on another, which is great damage, great chip damage. Logan gets a kill. What are we doing? The decay goes off, the slug goes off. Gardevoir is in the corner, slowed. They're gonna go for overheal. They're gonna use util, and Will's just gonna take the kills. I'm so confused. Logan should definitely have died there. That is not a situation where you just don't get punished. Whatever though, as long as we keep winning this. I support good plays. That one was a little confusing. So this trip is a little hit or miss. It's more meant, let's pretend to be player. It's more meant for like a quick jump out here. It's gonna like catch somebody like a fly. Gonna go for a flash from Ethan. Does not get the kill. Both of them does not get a kill. Go for a rocket launcher. That is really selling the fake for Thomas to get a couple kills. Thomas does get a kill and back up. Will is leaving B site alone. But Spike is positioned towards A. Looking for flanks, checking to make sure nothing bad's going on for Bath, because they know nobody's Bath. Still have Spike there. Cigarette's just picking and prodding on a B site. They think Will's still there, but since Will hasn't shown any presence over on A, they don't want to push over there yet. Yeah, I've got all players heading over to TP. Thomas goes for an ultimate to go over to B site. TP's through as well. Gonna be using the ultimate to go all the way over to long instead. Wants to go further back as they can't, just so they can't hear it. Thomas does not have an operator anymore. I picked up a Vandal. Vandal gets one. Flash goes out for long, which allows Thomas to push up a little further. Gardevoir doesn't notice that the smoke wasn't placed down in time. DK is gonna go down. Thomas get another. Replay is gonna be found in the back halls. Walter's gonna be using ult here. Thomas gets the kill on Walter. Now it's down to a 1v2. As long as Ethan or Will stalls enough, Thomas is just gonna go out. Replays is gonna die because Thomas wants to go for the ace. Oh, yeah, not for the ace. I forgot. Walter ulted twice. Or ulted for a double kill.
Match point.
Who cares? That counts as an ace in my book. It's gonna be match point for Edgewood. 10 to 12. And they're gonna have to force here. So they're gonna want to buy like a Spectre for replays.
Cutting through.
Or not. I guess they don't want to buy a primary for replays. Oh, that's because of the opposite. I forgot. Ethan might die here. Trips are gonna just go down on B site. Oh, Thomas gets killed to the TP. Big already out on site. Tripwares are starting to reactivate. Evie gets killed on site. Will just backs up without helping the team. And Flash goes out there for info, but I feel like that was just useless because who's not rotating through CT spawn at that point? Then is positioned up in hookah. Provides a little bit of angles by pressure. Gardevoir goes down. Delayed hops back into Garden just for safety. Plays does get op kill. Walter's gonna just swing this, isn't he? Jiggle peeks it. Should have hit that, and replays just ego peeks. Edgewood should have enough for next round. Oh, we are a little broke. Logan's gonna have to buy. Okay, we're going for the judge.
Here. Gun here.
We're going for all or nothing with that judge play. If they go to Ethan's site or Logan's site, they win. Good play. As long as he's tucked into a smoke correctly. They don't, they're not getting anything. And it looks like they are going to go over to B site, so it doesn't look like a very favorable situation for them.
I've got your trail.
Skyult's going to go down. They know about Will and Evie over on B site, but Edgewood did not adapt. It's their two bottom fraggers over on B site. Replays get slowed down. Tripwire goes off and stuns Glade. He goes for a kill, doesn't get anything. Evie gets two, nice. They go for nade for hookah. That's a pretty good nade. That's huge damage. Gardevoir's low. And they can't even heal themselves.
Spike down B.
I have the ult here. And, you know, technically with that you should just push in. Gets the overheal, jumps through, and gets the kill.
Defenders.
Whew! That was a long match. 11 to 13 with Edgewood taking that map. Goodness, that deserves a stretch. Alrighty, and I believe that was Edgewood's pick? Let's see if I can find anything on that. No clue. But, scoreboard. That's enough time for the scoreboard. I think both teams played well there. It's just that apparently everybody loves defense. So, Each team just played better on defense, and looks like Edgewood just played better on defense. So we will be seeing you for map 2, which if Edgewood wins, then they just win this match. If they don't, we're gonna go to map 3, and yeah, we'll see you for Haven, where we start our defense.
Takes is a moment. Is it fate that you came this far unbroken? If it's destiny, you wrote it. Focus, but you gotta be focused. Make or break, it's the last goodbye they remember you for. They're calling your name, go and take what's yours. Here, now, it's everything you've been dreaming about. There's a reason why you were chosen.
Alrighty. We are back for map 2. If that was 5 minutes, I can't count, but I feel like it's 5 minutes. So, we have Edgewood starting on the defense, and Northwestern Oklahoma State University, full legal name, starting on the offense. Oh, I forgot something. There you go. Looks like Edgewood's got the classic Jet, Sova, Omen, KJ, and Breach. So most likely what they'll do usually is the Jet will lurk up A site. Breach will go for stuns on A main, try to get some picks there. But we'll see if they did that this round. Northwestern did swap out a player. There is no Gardevoir, and instead there is a Benji. Gardevoir was Sky last round for Bind, and Benji is Reyna for this round. I think we're throwing some smokes up. Countering it with a C long smoke, which is a little confusing. I don't know. They shot the drone, shot the turret. Thomas is gonna go for a blind here. Gilade's already in sight. Get a kill on Ethan. Gonna get a kill on Will. Free firing Logan already. Logan took some chip damage. Going for kill. Gets a kill on Logan. Letting the man walk wherever he wants to. Okay, we dropped out of heaven instantly into 4 people looking at us. And Benji, we get the last. We are 2-1 in pistol rounds. Not too bad, not too bad. We could be doing better though. As what I usually like to do is I like to watch the Sentinel do their setup at the start of the round. And we have no nanoswarms pre-placed, but it looks like we're going to be stomping through the garage sections. So either we're going to get a lot of kills here, or we're going to get none. And we're getting none. And we're getting none.
Spike planted.
Okay, okay. We do have Ethan with the bandit. Not sure what Edgewood's waiting on, but we're waiting on a push, looks like. Will grab the bandit from Ethan's body. Thomas will go down in garage. I think they might have heard the weapon pickup, but I think they're just pushing out just because they can. And Will not get the kill with the bandit, so that'll be a perfect round for Northwestern. They'll have all their weapons going into next round.
And my arrows.
Ooh, cool. Not sure what I'm watching here. Looks like a lineup. Yeah, so he's got it lined up, but where does this go? Let me see if I can think of where it goes. Maybe for grass? I'm assuming it's gonna be grass, because I highly doubt it's gonna hit there. Where does this go? Where does this go? Yeah, okay. It goes nowhere. I'm sorry. I had such high expectations, and they were immediately shot down. Where does that one go? That one goes on C site. So scan back and corner. Blade's starting to fight 2 people here. Goes down to Thomas, who's hugging the right side. Ethan will also get 1 in A main. Waltz is gonna start peeking, but Ethan's not recognizing this. There you go. Recognized it. Gonna go for that repeek. Dash is primed and ready. Yeah, both Sig and Replay looking their way. Blind goes out, dodges the blind. TP is, you know, it was held, but wasn't used. Another kill. Doesn't see TP. Nice. Okay, 3 bullets. Ethan with the 4K. You're giving me heart attacks, man. Give me heart attacks.
They aren't impervious. We can do this.
It was clean, but could have been way cleaner. I believe that was also a flawless for Edgewood, so they keep all their rifles, which is great. Mostly during bonus round, you're looking for any kills to just reduce money for the enemy team next round for bonus, but luckily they aren't able to find anything. Alright, so Will's gonna be going for the same lineup for a second time. I'm gonna be watching. No pressure, no pressure.
Revealing area.
Okay. It's a little bit better this time. He got more height, but did it see something? I don't think so. Alright, so there's gonna be a heavy C push. They are already planting C. That stun will actually hit through the wall. This will cause Walter to see Eevee, which is very bad.
Spike planted.
Thomas is gonna smoke C long. We're gonna have Ethan going to flank. Drone will see nothing. The tripwire will see one. Galade's gonna be holding there. Galade will go down. Walter will get a pick on sight from Thomas pushing out of CT.
One enemy
Will
remaining.
will go for a double peek. Replays will go down to Will. And Edgewood will win the round. Don't ask me why I'm speaking like that, but I just did. Alrighty!
It is all.
That is some huge rounds for Edgewood. Because that was their first buy round. I know they lost 3 guns, but you know, now they have no money. Now, Northwestern has no money, I should say. Let's see what the Senti is doing today. Oof, I forgot Senti's Gage's ult has 9 ticks to get to activate. Get no kills, that's 9 rounds of dying. If you even die. I'm not really sure what that turret is. I think that turret was set up on the fly, I won't lie. And it's really bad because they're going over to C site, so. Thomas gets 1. TP's out to window. Thomas gets 2. Eevee's still fighting on site. Okay, it's just gonna tuck. Just fair. Blade's gonna be close to smoke. And there's the stinger, there's the stinger. Going for a flank here now. Spike hasn't gone out yet. Eevee's waiting for the team, which is great. Another flank trip. Use the knife instead. They are now aware of a flank. Sees Benji close. Benji backs up. Eevee swings off of that. Benji TP's out. Benji's all alone because Logan went with that nice clean garage push. Oof. I want to see what Ethan was seeing there. That was a good shot. Back of the head. Right as dismiss happened.
Was that important?
3-2. We might have not won the pistol round, but as usual, we do good in the later rounds. I'm not sure what it is with our tactics, where we're terrible with pistols, but we're great with just, you know, rifle, but is what it is. Maybe the one-taps aren't clean, but the spray and pray is. We're going to be opting on C site with the Senti still here, so that's a bit of a problem. Surely they'll fix it later on in the round, though. Got a recon going out. Recon will go in the nice spots. Their recon will go where? To scan site. Yep, backside's just fully clear. They are thinking they might be Hell or something, or Art. But Galade doesn't see anything. They're just playing for retake. They do have Breach ult for retake, which I think is hold. Yep, Logan's holding it already. So that's cool, that's cool. Ult goes out. Gonna be putting that for Benji, who's Hell, but does not get anything. Thomas gets 1, but Replays also gets 1. Thomas gets 2. Nice, nice. He's trying to push out, flush out Walter. Does flush out successfully. There is shock darts in the air. Thomas will get 4. I'm watching the diffuser. Where did those shock darts go? Oh, hello, Unicorn. Where did those shock darts go? They were just there. I'm not sure where they went, but they went somewhere. Maybe they're having a vacation or something.
Placing sentry.
Maybe they're having the time of their life somewhere else, but who knows. Anywho, we got Eevee over on A site, which is lovely, but we are stacking 3 on C with the operator. I mean, it's the right call this round, but it'd be a little confusing. Ooh, Glade gets that heavy push. Ooh, even with the bait, and Thomas goes down for that. And Ethan shoots another shot. And Ethan finally hits one. And they don't get to rotate on time. Woo! Problems, problems, problems. Well, the up is gone. Ethan, or Will gets one. Ethan. Everybody's Ethan. Tripwire will be set down for CT. Both players will hear that. C1
Shot done.
doesn't shock the trip. And they just have to walk forward and see it, so they still step in it. And both Sig and Walt will get a kill at the same time. Four to 3, we still went up, considering we missed 2 of our 3 shots. You think they would just, you know, call it a day. Ethan's nowhere close to being ready, he's just AFK. He needs to set up post or something, man. I guess our controller disconnected or something? Scan goes out. Actually, might have scanned and point out the operator. Doesn't matter, gets the kill anyways. Spike will go down. Wow, the Omen TP will be set up for Heaven, and he'll stick it. Never mind, it's for Hell, and they just won't listen. That's actually insane. We do have full utility from Sova here. Sig's gonna start going back into long. Thomas will get the kill instead. Will go with the scan, and doesn't even get the scan off before their replays dies. Maybe it was the headset that broke, or maybe it's just the general use of technology on the computer. I don't know, confusing, but we still won the round. I guess that's all that matters. Alrighty, we are going to set up op. Where are we going with the op? For mid. Perfect read, because we're going mid. That's a new addition, by the way, if we hadn't noticed. That wall on the side of left of mid window. Oh, it might not be a good call. We're going grass and C long. Yep, will be good. Turret does see something for garage. Not offering a rotate, though, instantly. Is watching there. Smokes are going down for C. We do have Silva ult to stall if we wanted to. Right. We're gonna ult really late, and we're gonna ult our teammate instead. And we're gonna ult both our teammates instead. We did not see Sig cross close. And Glade will be stuck in backside. Remember, Glade is a really good player. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yep.
Try that again. I dare you.
I'm not sure, I'm just a mystical wizard who's great at... I might have an orb on my desk, in fact, actually. But, yeah, that happened. Go next round, you know, pretend that one didn't happen. Remember, we are starting on defense, so, I mean, we're more... somewhat of a defense-oriented team. And again... Northwestern's more of an offense-oriented team, so we'll see what happens there. Breach Zone will go off there. Nothing will be there to punish it. Scan will go off. Will scan Benji and Gallade. Thomas is up close. I'm almost certain Sig just saw it. Yep, Sig saw Thomas. The only issue being able to see everybody on the map is the fact of I don't know if somebody saw somebody on the map, so... Epic will get 1. Benji will be pushing out. Flash will go out. Operator will be spotted. There we go with a close peek here. Ooh, nice flick from Ethan. Flash out from Heaven. There is a Cypher H here. Keep on passing through. We're everybody's stuck here. We're gonna go for a flank from Thomas. Fastest movements. Walt's gonna notice. Walt's gonna get the kill. Down to Evie, Will, and Ethan. Ethan gets another shot. We are down to a 1v3, but Sig does have ult, so we need to get down on that defuse quick. Get one, and Ethan gets the shot. And we get defuse. Lovely. We keep the up, we get the defuse, we keep a rifle. I'd call that a win. I'd call that a win. We do have jet knives up. Omen TP also up. And KJ lockdown also up. Looks like we're going to be going through garage this time. Thomas has the highest kill count, but he's going to be rocking a Spectre this time. I'm a little worried. It's one. Goes for your near sight on B, is able to stall a little bit. Looks like he wants to go for a TP, gets into sight. Sig might push through the smoke there, replays her, and TP's up top and gets the kill on Ethan, who now has lost the operator. Ooh, replays is going for an Omen ult. And that is not our Cypher ults. Now replays ult is now wasted. Only get one. Benji might die here. Nope. Benji's gonna try flashing through. We're gonna go walk right towards Sig. They do not pick up the operator, which, yeah, we're a little bit broke here. But either by that, by an operator, by regen shields and op. Looks like we're buying another player because we got knives. Gonna be going for a rifle.
For you, hermanita.
Nice. Thomas gets one with a Marshall. That's good. Nancy Glade teleports into the open. Why would you TP? It's huge bait for Ethan, but Ethan misses. Glade's just gonna push down Will. Okay, Will gets the kill. Nice. 3v3. We can't come back from this. We have lockdown. Walter is in B gong.
Spike planted.
I'm a little worried about that B lurk. He's a little aware of it, not aware of it enough, and there goes our lockdown.
Cage triggered. Cage triggered.
But is not aware of the flank here. Down to 2v2. We have ult. Breach ult goes down. Gets the hit on Benji in the corner, but I don't think we're pushing out fast enough. We need to push out faster.
One enemy remaining.
Benji goes down. I believe we know we're long. We are just walking in circles.
Concentrate.
We do not have time anymore. And we're saving the last round. I honestly think if we have to, we probably would have been able to get the kill.
Switching sides.
Oh, hate ending the half 6-6. It's like we didn't even start the match. Let's do a quick scoreboard check. There's the scoreboard. Blade is doing good as usual. Thomas is doing good as well. Ethan has kills this time, but this is a duelist, which is good. I think Ethan had kills last match too. I'm not too sure if I remember that correctly. Too bad. Not too bad from both sides. A lot of ban. Only one bandit though. A lot of util and classics.
Revealing area.
Trigger Fury rifling. Walter did set up B site, which is a little unusual for a C site for a sniper start. Walter does get a kill, but treats out some extra damage. Delay's just in there. And then we have a flank from Omen, who's just tapping away. Not really getting a kill, but we do know where both players are. Sig is A link, and then Omen is grass. Now heading into garage. Thomas is just kind of playing in B site, so just setting up some awareness. Okay, so that actually hit. It is planted for Logan. Ooh, that's a good fault. 13 bullets. We are fighting awfully close. Logan does get the kill, which is a nice change of pace. Okay. Goodbye this round. We are 2-2 in pistol rounds. We always win the second pistol round, never the first. We hate the first pistol round.
Careful there.
Okay. Blades by Shorty. That's it. Looks like we're just going to go for a C-Rush. Benji's going to hot rotate over there. Benji does have full util.
Still in sight.
And just backs up. They throw 200 credits away and they back up. I'll have to get some chip damage because they can see Willow and Willow apparently can see them.
Shock dart.
Puts the shock dart there that does get a tag off, I think. Replays is going for a flank and gets a kill. That leaves Replays with a Spectre. That's not going to be good. Thomas, you have to shut that down.
Enemy remaining.
Nice. Good shots from everybody. Logan got 2. Ethan got 1. Thomas got the other.
Their backs will be towards at least one of us.
Alrighty. 8 and 6. Can Edgewood do great here and be able to save everything or get a win? Going against a lot of rifles. Their main objective here is just to take off weapons from Northwestern, but will they? Strong thing. Cipher trips for Northwestern are placed on garage and B main. Cipher cam sees. Edgewood's just trying to see if Northwestern will get a little aggressive here. They took down the camera who was on B main a little higher. Does use stun for no reason, so that's I think it's 300 creds wasted. Now Glazer's down to just dash. Sig might have seen somebody. See Sig that gets some tags. They have a regen shield though, so that's good.
Shock dart.
Good for them, not good for Edgewood. Thomas just in there. Thomas actually TP'd past. And now they have C-Site for free.
30 seconds left.
Big walks into the trip. Gets some heavy tag on Walter before dying, which is great. Thomas is low. And with the jump up, Thomas gets out.
Ultimate is ready. Here.
Oh, just the jump up. Oh, that was a little risky. No smokes are available, so this is going to be really heavily favored towards Edgewood. They do have nanos on Spike. They activate both nanos.
Player standing.
We're down to 1. Galay's just in there. Yep, Galay's just in there. Galay gets 4. Oh. Great round from Edgewood. They got plant down. They got 2 kills. Now's their bonus. Gotta remember that. I also almost forgot that was their bonus. Woo. Alrighty. Good here. Edgewood is going to be going over to A site. I need to set up for this because Glade might just rush in. Ooh, no, don't drone close. Don't drone close. Thomas gets the kill. Saves Will, thankfully. Oh.
Off your feet!
Breach ult goes down. Clears right side of A site and a little bit of heaven. Everybody's tucked against Art. This is not going to be good. Sig gets a kill, Sig gets 2, Sig gets 3, down to Evie on B site. I didn't even notice that Evie was lurking. Both Northwestern members do not know where to look, as Evie could really be anywhere. Benji's looking up there. Ooh, I like this. Probably the most favored. Ah, doesn't shoot in time though. Their extra time needs a little work, but had the right idea. It'll be 8-8. The melee really confuses me. Spiky ball. Let's see, we got a grass push. I think this might be a sea rush push. Oh yeah, heavily sea rush. So we got specters and stingers everywhere. And by specters and stingers, I mean one specter and many stingers. Thomas gets one. It's a huge blind. Walter's just kind of spraying. Will's trying to go into the smoke. Will does get in the smoke. Gets another kill. They do know where one is. We're gonna run into Glade. We're gonna get the kill there. We now have a rifle. It's now Thomas who's gonna go ult and plant the bomb. Which I think Glade's in the know. Glade is not in the know.
Spike planted.
There you go. He's gonna be stomping through flank. Where did Thomas plant the bomb? I gotta go see. Planted for Heaven and CT.
Shadows traveling.
That does not last long enough. Nice, Thomas. Almost messed that up, but Thomas got it in the clutch. That was a good round for Edgewood. Keep in mind that was basically all stingers and specters. I think there was one vandal there.
The rest will follow.
That was really good. That was really good. Both teams now have rifles still. There's a little bit less money on the northwestern side, but should be good. Should be good. Got the usual turret for grass. Glade might try to go and shoot that. Evie's not going to be even looking towards grass. Yeah, we will see smoke. Shot cam down on B site. That cam is really bad. It just tells one. Ooh, and we're trying to shoot trip. A pre-fire and trip. Now we know Walter's getting too consistent with the same tripwire placements.
Cover going out.
Yeah, we're gonna have smokes down for B site. As for a B site fake, that'll cause Glade to actually dash out and one rotate over. I think they're a little bit confused if Sig wants to be there. Throws drone up. It does cost for you some util call. Benji is still on A site. And Thomas gets the kill. That's free A site now. That's a huge execute. Do we not hear? Do we not hear? Are we not hearing?
Behind you.
Thomas goes with the good flash. Nice.
Last player standing.
And tries to TP, but doesn't TP in the right spot. Oh. We might need to invest in the better headsets. That is just a big thing. Oh my god. Both teams are neck and neck. 9-9. Edgewood's been more consistent in getting the leads, but it's still around the same thing. Yeah, Edgewood's gonna be on A shot. which is pretty good because there's only Sig on A site. We went for a fast push. You think it's skill, and that's free A site.
Spike planted.
We do have KJ utility for the flank, which it just went down and just went back up and notices flank. Good work, good work, good reconnect. Really just in there, trying to punish Evie. Nobody helps. Will is just unaware. Will is just unaware. Maybe we're just too overwhelmed.
Get ready. I go fast.
9 and 10. We're getting the spike down consistently, but our pulse hold sucks. We're tunnel visioned. Like, I'm not only blaming Will, but like, should have been calling for that Glade push. At least one person can look behind, but I think everybody just assumed, yeah, somebody else is gonna look behind. Can't. We will get shut down by a judge. Gonna be a free rifle for replays, yeah. Just gonna grab it and get out. Thomas wants to go ego peek. That's not the weapon for a long range fight. Like a decoy. Both teams will see each other's omen. I'm not sure if Thomas spotted replay though. Taking some time just to give away like a push. There's the smoke down on A. That's gonna call over 2.
30 seconds left.
Oh, that calls over multiple. Sig gets the kill, but Edgewood gets the sight. Nice. That was a great fake. That was a great fake. Will has ultimate for plants. It's kind of down to Thomas. Thomas is the top fragger here. Both nanoswarms, both bottom fraggers are going to play post plant with nanoswarms and ultimate. Going to be teleporting early here to try to get a surprise. And they expected it. Unfortunate. Benji's picking up close. Sees Evie tucked in the corner. Gets the kill on Evie. Will's kind of getting pushing out. Will gets 1. Will gets 2. Here's the 3rd. Gets 3! Ults and peaks! Ults and peaks! Ults and peaks! Oh my god! It was so clean! It was so clean. It had no dust. No bacteria. And then we just like dump a container, like we use a vacuum on it. So it's just, it's, oh, my metaphors are goofy. Oh, so close, so close. Nine to 11. This Glade push actually might get them killed. That turret's not gonna do nothing. Turret gets shot. No Edgewood members are looking for flank. They're just going in. It's good. Thomas gets 2. The 3v3. Benji's the backside. Goes into Will, but Will just misses shots.
Match point.
9 to 12. Both teams just like defense, is what I'm seeing. I don't know. I would say this map's more attacker side. You know, because the 3 sites you gotta hold with 5 people still. Edgewood looks like they're gonna go for a sneak through. Shoot that dart. They see one. Will's gonna drone here. Stand at the ground. Galate's tagged. Nope. That's all 3 Edgewood members stunned. Blade gets 1. Blade does not get 2, but heavily damages Thomas. That's not good because that's their top fragger. We're trying to shoot through the wall there, but that's not possible with that gun. We're slowly pushing into C. Sig gets 2. I didn't see where Sig is, and I'm the spectator. We're down to Ethan and Logan. Phoebe goes off, gets 1. Going for an aggressive push here. It's not really set for them. They heard the Jash.
Eyes down.
1
Tries to back out. Sees Sig.
enemy
Gets
remaining.
another. On defuse, has 4 bullets. We're opting for a reload. He's just gonna stick. What are we doing?
Defenders
What
win.
are we doing? We might need headsets. Oh. What a mixed bag of feelings for that last couple rounds. Oh, we're gonna go into 3rd match. More gameplay. Anywho. Looks like Edgewood just didn't hear because they're talking in the team chat or the all chat. Tap sound. Seems like Edgewood's experiencing some technical difficulties with some audio, but me personally, I heard the sound, so I can't really judge. So, anywho, that's the score, 9-13. Each team is 1-1, so next match decides. I'm pretty sure next map is Pearl, which, yeah, we'll figure out who's attacking and defending. But we're gonna go on the short break, so we'll see you in 5.
Hey, they screaming, this is my moment, my fate written, I'm chosen. Other spirits fall, but mine has ceased to be broken. You stripping down my pride, but time my only opponent. And lately I abide, but limitless I've awoken. So let me show you that everything I sacrificed mattered. All that blood, sweat, tears that I scattered. All that fake talk, fear that you splattered. Push me to right here, a new chapter. victory and I got it cause I'm
waiting for the curtain call. Here now, this is the moment. Oh, I dream just to be where you are, in a world I can see where you are, though you are meant to be. Wish you're here next to me, where you are. Oh, I dream just to be where you are, in a world I can see where you are, though you are meant to be. Wish you're here next to me, where you are.
Alrighty. So, we are back for the final map. Whoever wins this wins the game. It's 1-1. We have Northwestern picked for a defense side on Pearl. Which, I mean, I could have guessed that. But we'll see how this works. Kind of pushing in with op it. We're kind of just pushing in with bomb. Yep, we've dropped bomb instantly.
Spike down, B.
Nice, nice, good bait. Good bait switch. Replays are starting to move up here. I think they want gun. While two members of Edgewood is just gonna plow through up the rest of the site.
Last player standing.
Okay, never mind. Benji gets 2 on both of them. I'll leave it to Benji to do 1v2 here. And we die. That's another ghost or pistol round done. See, we could tie up the pistol rounds at least. Not really sure what to mention here. Maybe I could point out the obvious. Maybe don't push out with the spike in your hand halfway on ramp. Just a thought, but maybe better to kind of save the spike to at least travel around. We're gonna have, say, Logan pushing in here. Does use utility for the bait.
Last player standing.
It works. It works. Gets
Spike down, mid.
1, and then 1 dies in arc 2. No, 2 died by Corridor. No, they're blue. That's right. 1 died art, 1 died in ramps. Okay, Benji at the flash and the notif, so everybody's just gonna flash down on here. Wade misses the stun, but we'll get the kill. Yeah. Let's see, can Edgewood get the kills here? Maybe they'll do the exact same thing, which is maybe they'll take the round and then take the next round. Then they tie it up. I'm gonna go over to A. Having this being seconds out. Ooh, we have an early cam here. Cam sees Walter and a trip. I really should take back the cam. Walter does not notice it though, so it's fine by them. See something, Cam tries to see more, doesn't get anything. Glade pushes in to get the trade, gets the trade successfully, gives Glade a phantom, but gets flashed by Benji. Sig is set up over here, so they do have their Sentry set up. Evie gets a kill. One, Glade gets another kill, Glade gets 3 kills, Glade goes down to a 1v2 for Evie. Evie kills the wall down, sees Benji a little too late. It'll be 3-0. Edgewood should have won that round, but they did not. Replays has already buttoned up. Not 2 rounds, but it's time 3 or 4. Just gonna hope that operator gets dethroned instantly, just like last time. Thomas does get the kill instantly in mid to call over some rotates. Logan's gonna grab the Vandal. Still has TP available, but don't think it'll be used. Flash will go out from Ethan. Eventually we'll be using Dog. Dog is blinded. And get just a random stun there on multiple people. Thomas will get shot through the smoke. Logan does have the Vandal. It seems like Replays is wary of the vent push. Water push. That's why it's looking like this. And we'll get the kill from it.
Caught one. Tripwire destroyed. I have retrieved the spike.
Yeah. Edgewood will get the plant down. B has the cage, but Benji got the free fire on that. Hall's not looking at the guy approaching with the shorty. Both shots of the shorty will miss, but Sig with the kill. 4-0. 4-0.
These parasites aren't going to take
Northwestern is in the lead. Got a bit of an eco buy. Let's say they can just buy their teammate, no? Yep, there it is. Okay, so full buy from everybody. See how this goes. Northwestern is setting up with a 2-1-2 setup. Edgewood's gonna be planting 2 through mid, 3 through A main. Clone doesn't get shot. Clones get placed. The wall, we do not know where the Vise wall is. Walter get killed, or get a kill. Everybody just keeps dying to the people I want to spectate. Okay. And I honestly have no idea what happened. Everything just happened so quickly. I couldn't even spectate the person I wanted to go spectate because they just died instantly. Great fast push, but not fast kills. Timeout will be going on for Edgewood. And let's see, what do I think is going on in this match? No util, I guess. The cohesiveness of the play is there. I mean, sure, they're going to flash out. Sure, they use Dog. I mean, they're throwing out the info, but I mean, they're not really capitalizing off it. The info just kind of gets washed away instantly. They're not recognizing anything. They're not clearing everything too. Like, for example, I'm not really sure how Logan goes in art and then goes here to Link without being seen, and then Walter gets the kill. I don't know. Even so, like, I don't even remember if somebody was playing art. because they died so quickly. No, there was two mid. There was two mid. I think it was. I think it was Logan and Will. Just died quickly. I don't know. The fast push works. It's been working, but it doesn't work on here. The maps are way too long. They can see you pushing from a mile away. Hence why Viper is good on this map. Go for a flash through. We have a stinger, so long range fights aren't really going to work here. Out. Okay, no, operator is looking down B link then. Blade is flanking. Blade is gonna get a free 2, a free 3, almost a free 4. That's half damage. Logan is actually just gonna go grab the Vandal, which that would be the best option since he has the most health. Gets 1 kill, doesn't get a second. 6-0. 6-0. Replay still has the operator. Not really getting many kills with it as expected, but still has the op. Good players placed over there just to make sure the flank doesn't get broken through. And another chip for flank there. I don't know what I'm saying there and there. One chip's gonna be for a B flank, one chip's gonna be for an A push.
Who's next?
Thomas popping your ult here. Flash from Ethan. Ethan goes down to the op.
Down B.
Thomas decloaks just on sight. That ult gets used very early. Just to clear ramp, even though we already cleared ramp. I'm gonna be pushing you again. Alta's not gonna ult. Save that for another round. Smart play because there's no way you're gonna get that. Got a minute left. They're just gonna run around. We have an expectation for Edgewood to go over to A site, hence why 2 Northwest players are there. Delayed is flanking and will get a kill. Four goes down. Delayed is on 5 health now. It's just gonna back up and replay the group. Or they'll keep making noise and just tuck here. Maybe? No, Delayed is just gonna go back.
I'm out of here.
30 seconds left.
Or heal too. He's popping flash on A site for some reason. Doesn't provide any info. They hear both players in mid. They have 12 seconds. It looks like Evening Water is going to go save. Not exactly in the best spot to save though. Not sure what Galade's looking at since they heard both different steps in mid. Seems like they want to push it though. Nope. Alright, 7-0. Not looking very favorable for Edgewood here. They need to start getting some kills because basically everybody but one person's at 8k or 9k, which is money cap. What Northwestern really should do is buy a Walta so that they can also get some more money.
I'm out of here.
Because Walta's gonna get the full money and then everybody else is just gonna get like 200, 300. They max out. Dog gets shot down. Logan has a judge. She's gonna dash in, goes around, gets a shot off, but backs up instantly. Great chip damage, not a confirmed kill though. So he's gonna be ulting through mid. It's not gonna be good news for Logan. I'm not really sure what's going on there. And ulted Neon behind me. I'd also look that direction.
One enemy remaining.
It's 3. Blade's got 4.
Down A.
End
Okay.
of story. Listen up. Kill them before they kill us.
It replays back the up. Of course, it's Walton that picks it up, so Walton's just broke again. Compared to the rest of the team, at least. Got Glade with just carrying the team, being 17-3. Benji has 7-0 right now.
I've got your trail.
Sky ult gets used by Ethan.
Back like I
Walta's
never
gonna be
left.
using ult there. I don't think anybody's gonna push Walta. Thomas gonna be tucked in the corner. Free kill for Thomas. He plays TPs into the site of Ethan.
I know exactly where you are.
Ult is gonna be used by Will. We'll ping the last two players who are all the way over on A site.
Here.
One enemy remaining.
Alright. Ethan with the 3K. Now it's down to Benji. Does Benji save or does Benji taint the kitty? Ooh. Now 8-1. Tragic news. Tragic.
Keep going.
But makes sense to push their sense. If they didn't, they'd just be wasting money. They already have max creds, so what's the point of not pushing? Get a free ult or get some extra money for the team. Eight and 1. Let's see. Dash in here, right into another enemy, which is great recall from him. Blade's gonna be trying to push up here. Ethan shuts down Gallade, which is great. He pushes up a little too fast, but does get a kill before dying. Saw the spike go down. Walta does get a kill on a Logan who is on a ramp. They'll be looking towards Will here, which Will gets a kill. Also, gonna be walking out on the site. Benji's gonna be out there. Ethan gets the kill on Sig, who is on Heaven. Now it's down to a 1-2. We have the tripwire here, which can't be walked past because it's perfectly placed. Both players now know that they're supposed to be for good at CT.
Blinded.
Flash just goes all the way somewhere. Sees the camera though.
One enemy remaining.
Nice, good double peek. Ethan will get 3, but Will die there for it. For the cause, for the cause. Eight to 2. Best Edgewood can end it on is 8-4. Which I think that's what they ended on last time. On the first map, and they came back from that. The play is going to be using the operator on a ramp. I would not push that. Logan pushes it anyways. Ethan tries to go for an assist, but Benji backed up. Benji was backing up. Kill. Sig is going to get a kill on... Nope, Thomas gets the kill instead. Thomas is going to peek a little bit more. Walter's tucked into dugout. Walter does not go for that fake decoy. That is not a smoke. Nor is it any info gathering.
Spike planted.
Will gets stunned. It's down to just Will. Just Will. And Glade just runs him down. 9-2. That'll be last round of the half.
I've tried explosions. Not the fan.
And I think everybody's got full money. I don't think Edgewood's able to buy.
Last round in the
No,
half.
Edgewood's able to full buy. We do have 3 ults, but a little bit hard to use them. Edgewood requires a corpse to use an ult. They require kind of a site control to take ult. Use an ult, because, I mean, using a Viper ult down in ramp is not going to do anything for them. Got a quick A push here. Also there's the DK. Doesn't hit anybody. Goes for a spray. Evie goes for the Viper ult, which is great. That's 2 ults that have been used. Logan gets a kill because they pushed elbow really fast. Evie goes down, so no more Viper Pit anymore. That'll be a Vi's ult coming from Sig, I believe. And E. Thomas just tries to use it down to just shorties, which is not the most favorable situation here. And Walter will get the final kill with a 3K. F will end 9-3.
Switching sides.
If you are not doing well, keep trying. We must keep up appearances.
Alrighty. Now on defense, we did better. So maybe we'll do better again. Let's see though, we have all of Northwestern pushing over to the site there. Pushing over to B site. Ramp. Ethan gets one, Logan gets one. Benji gets the kill on Ethan. I'm not sure what buttons I'm pressing at this point. Okay, it's at 3v4. Ethan and Logan are able to tie it up. Thomas gets a kill mid. It's good.
Fake teleport.
Dog, I don't think Benji's dog saw Logan there. Thomas goes for a quick pop flash. Gets a good flash off. Benji goes for a pop flash 2. Misses the blind and misses the shots. Logan with 3. Again, it's good news. Edgewood finished it.
Let's go.
Going 3-3 with pistol rounds. Wait, that doesn't make sense. No, it does. It does. 3-3. Okay. So Edgewood's buying up here. Glade's got a shorty, which that will really enforce a push here. They're kind of forced to go A site with that shorty if they don't. It's going up close. Doesn't see anything. He's a Benji. Flash. Ethan gets 2 mid. Ethan gets 3 mid. I'm still watching Logan fight Benji here with a classic and a Spectre. Should have been done way earlier, but we got the kills. We got the kills. It's flawless. 10-4. Now, here's the true test. Edgewood has the eco stuff. But Northwestern has the full rifles and stuff, so I'm relying on seeing if they are able to get the kills for this. Okay, if Edgewood loses this, they do have another round to go through, but if they lose the next round after that, it's kind of done. Northwestern's going to be going through mid push here. Looks like they're trying to go B link. Benji's dog will go out. See Logan there, but we'll see Thomas. Nope. Blade's just going to push through. Thomas is going to miss a lot of bullets. Okay. Logan backed up even further. Ethan got a kill. Ethan's going to keep on backing up.
Spike planted.
Oof. Evie, a heavy tag on Sig. He sees the wall there. Replays is not able to punish anything because Evie tripped it. Backed up. It's a tag. Dies to Logan, who's already out on site. There is a Rose there. Never mind, Evie gets a kill on Sig. We're tapping defuse for some reason, and nope. Very good round by Edgewood. Gets 4 kills. They'll have full rifles, but Northwestern will not. see what Will's doing.
Yes, this should do. Oh, this is a nice spot.
The normal chip slip sitting there, then there's no K to punish that. Looks like, yep, Logan's gonna be punished up there because he pushed too far. Oh, that's not too good. That's not a great start. Thomas will also get killed down in mid by Sig. Chips from Will go off. We'll see replays. Replays will bring out the Deagle. Plant will go down. It's a 4v2. Replays will just stick it just because they can. They have the rounds to mess with. They will mess with the rounds. Buys blind will be set up to the wall. Down to a 2v3. Blind from Ethan will actually blind their teammate. Rose will go off. Rose will get shot. Benji will get a go for a flash, and both players will blind. 12-4. Match point for Northwestern.
Match point.
And I believe Edgewood's kind of low on money here, yeah. You have a Spectre, 3 rifles, 2 Spectres, light shield, regens, heavy. Not too bad. It's a winnable setup, but will they win? We can only hope, we can only hope.
You want to play? Let's play.
That is an ult there. That's going to slow the entire team. That's going to stun Logan too, so a bunch of utility just got used and not able to be used too. Yeah, Thomas with 1, Benji with 2. He needs to back up here, else he's going to get caught. Does not get a kill, and we're down to Will to clutch up. 1v4. Gets the kill on Sig. The lane is low. Gonna get the heal from Benji first. And Will die
Attackers win.
to the funny ult. Alrighty. That will be the end of the first match of the spring 2026 season for Edgewood. Not a great start. I'm glad it was a 1 or a 2-1 with Northwestern winning, with at least Edgewood taking a map. Would be even worse if it was 2-0, but at least they fought back. I think Edgewood there was just not hitting their shots, not calling out anything, not using audio cues. I get we're not like exactly the highest ranks, but questionable plays here and there, and sometimes like really good shots. It just didn't go the way we wanted it to go. Great plays from both teams though. Good shots from everybody. Delayed popping off. Just kind of walking down. But places where everybody can be improving. Not gonna hold it here, but yeah, that'll be Edgewood starting off 0-1 with just 1 loss since it was just 1 game. Anywho, that'll be the end of the Valorant stream, and as a little bit of a, because I'm not really sure what they're doing. I'm surprised nobody's left the party yet, but as a little bit of a heads up, we do have other games starting their season too. I believe Fortnite's starting their season on Thursday for some Fortnite duos building is involved at 7 p.m. CT, so some Central Time. Then that'll be on Twitch, so you can watch it right where you're watching this Valorant stream. Otherwise, there is going to be the Madden versus Russell Sage College at 7 p.m. Central Time as well. That'll also be on Thursday, but that one will be on YouTube. So you can find either of those games, one on Twitch, one on YouTube. Whatever picks your fancy. But yeah, that'll be all for this stream. And let me see. Hold on. I know the next team. I can tell you. The next team. Let's see. I have it somewhere. Here. The next team we'll be playing will be next week, Tuesday. Should be at 7 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. It'll be against. I'm not really sure what the college is. The Blue Hens. UOFD. I can probably get more. University of Delaware. Oh yeah, Delaware. Tiny state. Teeny tiny. But other than that though, again, I said it 2 times before. I'll say it again. That's the end of this Valorant stream. Hope to see you next week. Hopefully we'll do better next week as well. Otherwise, everybody stay warm. Enjoy the winter while it lasts. I think the snow's starting to clear up. And yeah, we'll see you next time.
Don't you wanna feel good, good, good? Sometimes I wish that we could go back before you got hurt, hurt, hurt. When before I was scared, now I'm feeling prepared. Don't you wanna feel good? Don't you wanna feel good, good, good? When you say you were leaving, I thought that you meant it. I played the victim, you started